What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Seattle Mariners versus Oakland A's Major League Baseball matchup going down Friday, May 10th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Also, make sure you check out my 2024 Major League Baseball Grand Slam Season Pass. This is for the bettors that are betting $1,000 or more per game on Major League Baseball this season, but what it's going to get you access to is the weighting and rating of my plays for the first time. You're going to know where my biggest bets on the board are. It's also going to get you access to my nerfies and yerfies and my first 5 plays, as well as plays that I make throughout the day based on things like line moves, money moves, pitching changes, and lineup changes. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, and that's the kind of bankroll that you're working with, text 775-636-7674. We'll get you some more information. But let's get to this one between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. The Seattle Mariners sending out Bryan Woo for his season debut here, while the Oakland A's will counter with Paul Blackburn. And Woo getting the start. Woo was a nice addition for the Seattle Mariners last season. He had a rough start to his year, but eventually kind of figured it out as the season progressed. Finished the year with a 4-5 record, a 4.21 ERA. But he won 3 of his last 4. The Mariners won 3 of his last 4 starts to close out the year. But the problem for Woo was that there were a couple starts where he would always just get hit a little bit too hard, and I worry about that for Bryan Woo, especially in his debut, where as good as the Seattle Mariners have been at times, they've always had the ability to put up a clunker offensively and not necessarily be able to back up their starting pitcher. And even against Oakland, that could prove to be a little bit problematic. The thing about Oakland is that over the last 2 weeks, this has been an Oakland team that has still been hitting right-handed pitching very well. 7th in batting average, top 5 in team OPS and isolated power. So for a pitcher in Bryan Woo who struggled like that last year, in terms of keeping the ball, keeping the ball in play, keeping runs off of the board. He gave up 13 home runs in his 18 starts last year, had a 1.20 WHIP. It's still, it could be problematic here against an Oakland A's team that's playing well. And I've always said this about the Oakland A's, at least for the last couple of years. Their best shot at getting a win from starting pitching comes from 2 guys, J.P. Sears and Paul Blackburn, especially Paul Blackburn this season. Now, Blackburn, sure, he's had some hiccups as well. He had a hiccup against the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees in his last 2 road starts. Gave up 4 home runs in those 2 starts, 12 hits, over 10 innings of work, but those are 2 teams that hit righties extremely well. And at times this season, the Mariners have been another one of those teams that have hit righties well. But in the last 2 weeks, hitting just 207 against righties puts a bottom 6 in baseball. The isolated power numbers have been decent. They're still top 10, and they're still below league average in team OPS. But I just feel like the Oakland A's just have the more upside right now, especially with Paul Blackburn going here. Blackburn, last year against the Seattle Mariners, 5 innings of 2-run ball, took the loss because the Oakland A's couldn't drum up any offense. But I'm not going to say it's a stretch to say that the Oakland A's are just a far better team right now than what they were at that point last season. So I'm going to go with the Oakland A's in this one. I just didn't love what I saw from the Seattle Mariners for a lot of that Minnesota series. I think Oakland could welcome them back here with a tough game here. So give me the Oakland A's in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.